And this is how the sun works off the universe. Being a planet's constantly grow from oxygen, hot air, and things like that. Like you take a seed, put it in the ground, it starts to grow, or you put it in the incubator, or you put it in a grow lab, it grows quicker. Alright, and this is how the sun and oxygen works right here. Like you drop a bobber in the water. That outside ring's gotta meet all the way to the outside of the pond or the lake. Then after that, it sits there and sucks back in like you see a wave go off into the sand and then come back out to the water. Alright, it comes back to the middle actually. You drop it inside a bottle of water. Alright, and then the current is so great. But the hot air and oxygen escaping from the planets, and the hot air that came from the planets as it was coming, as the universe, how the universe was made by Christopher Lyons and other people and stuff like that. This is how the sun works that people don't understand. It's just like you drop a bobber in the middle of a 5-gallon bucket of water. It's going to cause that ring of water to go to the outside edges, then come back to the where the bobber got dropped. So as it goes to the outside edges of the oxygen and the hot air from the oxygen on the planet being so great, and it's sitting there escaping out into the atmosphere from it sitting there like hot air sits there and pushes away, and you take dry ice and water and put it together, it makes air and oxygen and compression and causes us to push air out too where you see the smoke. So we'll just sit there and say that escapes out into the atmosphere. Alright. And that's not how I'm gonna explain it like that, but something builds up so great that air escapes. Like you build up an air compressor with air and it's got an air hose on it. You squeeze the trigger, it releases the air after it's aired up. Alright. So it sits there and escapes out in the air. And it ricochets from the sunlight to the outside skirts like a pond and back to the inside. And as it sits there and hits back to the inside, like you drop a bobber in there and all that, circles gonna come back to the middle one. Once it meets back to that middle one, those rings are gonna push together and go back to the outside of the pond again and suck back to the inside and back to the outside and back to the inside again. So as it compresses that oxygen and hot air together, like for example a lightning storm, if you take hot air and cool air with moisture and certain things and run them into each other, you'll get hot air, which will make like a lightning strike or something. Alright, so as they sit there in that oxygen and hot air meet back to the middle ring, it's got to burst back off together because it's pushing back into each other. So once it pushes back to each other so much, like you drop that bobber in the water, it's going to open back out and ring back out to the outside, come back to the inside again. And that oxygen and hot air is used together to make the burst of sunlight. Alright, this is me, Christopher Lyons.